Oren popped up on your video again. Don't worry, it's going to be exciting. I'm going to show you the 5 biggest mistakes that people are making in sales. And if you're making even one of these, it costs money, it costs time, and you're losing out on what you could have, all the good stuff. Okay, mistake number 1 is not making clear who the MVP is on the call, the Skype, or in the meeting. There can only be one most valuable player in any game, and you have to agree. 2 sides coming together is a game, right? Even though it's business, even though it's deal making, it's called game theory. Look it up. But it is a game when you come together to meet with someone. And in a game, there can only be one most valuable player. It has to be you, right? It's either the other side and you're supplicating them, you're trying to win their business, you're trying to be nice to them, hoping they like you, or you're establishing yourself as the most valuable player in that meeting. That's mistake number 1, is not establishing yourself as the most valuable player. Here's the second of 5 big mistakes. It's having low stakes on the phone call, in the pitch meeting, on the sale, right? Low stakes means nothing is going to be decided on this call. If the buyer is listening to you sell, but there's no consequences to saying maybe, then you're on a low stakes call. The stakes have to be high. How do you do that? So easy. Hey, listen, today we're going to figure out, maybe in the next 10 or 15 minutes, if we're going to move forward to the second step of working with me, or if you're going to go use one of the other companies, right? That's high stakes. A decision will be made. If it's low stakes, no consequences, nothing's going to be decided, it's a huge mistake. The third biggest mistake people make in a sale is trying to sell with information. That's what your product does and the features. The more you tell people about your product, the less they buy. So what do you tell them instead? Well, you show them how familiar you are with their problem. Show them how familiar you are with their problem. You do that, they believe in you, and then they buy. Information doesn't sell. Expertise in a particular kind of problem, that's why people buy. If you're not showing people how well you know the problem they're having, they're not buying from you. Big mistake everybody makes when trying to get a sale is the buyer doesn't know how to work with you. They literally don't know the process. If you just spell it out for them, this is how we work together. Step 1, you have to do this. Step 2, we do this. Step 3, this happens together. And step 4, we make this, and this happen. And step 5, we do a review. Step 6, you're super happy. The 6 steps to working together. Buyers have to know how they can work with you. If you leave that out, it's a big mistake. The 5th big mistake people make when they're trying to sell anything is setting the buyer up as the decision maker. I know what you're thinking. Well, he is the decision maker. He's the buyer. By definition, that's what he does. He decides to buy the product. That's completely wrong. You are the decision maker. You're deciding whether you're going to choose to work with the buyer. When you can figure out how to do that, everything will start going right for you. But take it at this. If you establish, set up, or admit to the buyer or give him the power to be the decision maker, you're making a giant mistake, and that's mistake number 5. Some days I think I've seen every possible single reason you can lose a sale, but I'm interested. Why specifically are you losing sales? Comment below, I'll take a look. Now listen, if you like this stuff, subscribe here and join me at Instagram under Oren Claff.